On this episode of How to Do Florida, we're charting a course for family adventure as we show you how to captain your own floating house.
I think I got the hang of this.
It's all ahead full down Florida's gorgeous St. Johns River to the crystal clear waters of Silver Glen Springs. And Chef Justin goes old school, cooking up one of Florida's signature traditional dishes, fried mullet.
You know, mullet kind of gets a bad rap, but I guarantee you it's a good eating fish. What do you think?
Then we're headed to Mosquito Lagoon, the redfish capital of the world, to show you how to set the hook on one of Florida's most exciting game fish.
That's what I'm talking about.
So get ready, get set.
Ooh, yeah.
To experience unhinged, unbelievable Florida.
Hey, we're on the gorgeous St. Johns, and we're gonna show you how to go on a family houseboat adventure. Right, guys?
Right in the middle of the 310-mile St. Johns River lies a place untouched by time and progress. Crystal clear waters are flanked by ancient live oak, palms, and cypress trees. This is river country. Here, the St. Johns River runs through the second largest lake in Florida, Lake George, and you can immerse yourself in this spectacular place as your own houseboat captain. Just east of the Ocala National Forest, the Lake George area is located about 1 hour south of Jacksonville and 2 hours north of Orlando. Here's where I met up with the McNerney family.
I'll tell you what, you guys served up a pretty nice day.
After a long life-love affair with the St. Johns River, Captain Andy and his wife started River Adventures, a houseboat rental business. First things first, Captain's son Mike would give me a grand tour.
It's really, really nice in here.
The boat sleeps 8 to 10 comfortably and has all the comforts of home.
All right, let me show you the layout of the boat. We got bathroom right here. This is the master's quarter, we'll call it. This is the main bedroom.
Nice.
Then you got 2 split bedrooms down there.
Okay.
A bathroom here as well with shower. Let me take you out of the front and show you what we got. We start out with the grill.
Ooh, look at this sucker, boy.
Cook some good steaks on that. This is a generator right here. What you want to do is hold this left button down, basically primes it. You'll hear something click. You want to hold this middle button down. As simple as that.
Now, will this run a hair dryer and a curling iron at the same time?
If you're doing your hair out here, yes, sir.
And one of the great things about these boats, full electricity. Everything is powered by a generator.
This is a helm up here, so where you're going to be running the boat from.
So this is where the magic happens right here.
This is where the magic happens.
Is there an autopilot?
We wish. No, there is not.
What exactly am I signing here?
This is insurance. You're liable for everything.
Oh, boy.
So I felt ready to be the captain of my own houseboat. So all I needed now was a trusty crew.
Attention! Are you guys ready for the cruise?
Yes, sir.
And have fun.
And it didn't take long for the kids to find themselves right at home.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
3-hour tour.
After crossing the T's and dotting the I's, Mike handed me the keys and I was ready for the adventure to begin.
Here we go, we're underway. Everybody on board?
But before I got to head off on my own, Captain Andy spent some time with me overseeing my driving skills.
It's kind of idiot-proof, you know, for the most part. You know, we'll see.
We try to.
To be determined.
We spend about 45 minutes to an hour with our customers and show them all the different things on the boat, take them out, teach them how to run it, make sure we're comfortable turning, you know, this vessel loose with a rookie. Sometimes we sit on the dock and watch it go by and say, keep our fingers crossed.
After I got the hang of it,
I think I got the hang of this.
Captain Andy told me we're headed to Silver Glen Springs, where we'd be anchoring in the crystal clear water with white sandy bottom.
You can kayak, canoe, fish, swim.
But, you know, this is not panorama, this is like wrap-a-rama. I mean, it's like all around you, absolutely spectacular view. And this is the place to be up here.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
I feel like I want to give it a little bit more gas here.
Yeah, you might not want to do that. That just sucks a lot more fuel.
I'm not paying for the gas, who's paying for the gas?
Yeah, yes, you are. That's part of the deal.
With my test drive complete, it was time for us to wave goodbye to Captain Andy and his family.
Thank you. Have a good time. Bye. It's nice meeting you.
Bye-bye, guys.
This was it, the moment I've been waiting for. We were on our own. With the wind in my hair, it was all ahead full to Silver Glen Springs. but I will say I was a little nervous when I saw how narrow the mouth of Silver Glen was.
Are we okay?
Whoa, hold on, guys. Let's go sit down.
There we go. We're back on course, guys.
Good job.
We drove the houseboat up to the sandbar and dropped anchor in the clear, sparkling water. Captain Andy suggested we get out in the water to set the anchor deep into the sand.
There we go.
Setting a solid anchor is very important, and we work together as a team to tie down and secure our home on the water.
Hey, Christy, go ahead and tie it off there.
Tie it off, Mommy.
I'm wrapping it. Chase, how does that look?
Good job, girl. We did it. We anchored it.
The only thing left to do was dive in and enjoy Florida. The water was spectacular.
There we go.
Look at that.
Ooh, I got one, Daddy. I got one. Look.
And at the end of the day, it was time to fire up the grill
We got ignition.
and get some houseboat burgers going. And then we bowed our heads and gave thanks for this time as a family in one of the most special places on earth. So here's what you'll need to book your own houseboat excursion. You'll need minimal boating and navigational experience. Bring clothes, food, snorkel and mask, some fishing gear, and sunscreen, and that's it. They provide the rest. Houseboating is all about charting your own course and creating a personal island oasis wherever you choose.
You want to dress? All right, girl. Let's see what you got.
It's kicking back and having fun, surrounded by nature,
Guys, look at all these fish.
but with all the comforts of home.
I want to stay.
You want to stay?
I do.
Do you have a good time?
For more information about having a houseboat adventure of your own, go to our website at howtodoflorida.com.
Still to come, a double hookup,
How's that for Mosquito Lagoon?
15 spots, and a dose of crazy Florida weather.
We've had this cloud just come in and just kind of sock us in.
But first, Chef Justin got a recipe for an old-fashioned, finger-licking Florida favorite.
You guys had mullet before? Never. Nice little mullet fillets there.
You're watching How to Do Florida. We'll be right back.
On today's Florida cooking segment, we got Florida mullet, fried golden brown with green bean salad.
That's right. It's not just the out-of-date hairstyle. It's a delicious dish, and we're going to show you how.
All right, the first thing we need to do, get ready for our mullet dish, is to get it breaded.
Mullet typically, in my world, is a bait fish.
You know, mullet kind of gets a bad rap here and there, like you said, a bait fish, but I guarantee you it's a good eating fish. You guys had mullet before? Never. Nice little mullet fillets there.
Are they easy to find?
They're all over the place.
Yeah.
You go to Intercoastal, the ocean, and more than likely you'll see a school of mullet. So what do we need to start frying our mullet?
Okay, well the first thing, we got our dry mix. Now I
Okay.
got a little cornmeal in here, a little flour, and a little bit of
Cornstarch to make it
a little extra crispy.
good tip.
And then we got our wet wash. It's just a couple of eggs that I've whisked up with a little bit of water.
Okay.
So we're gonna go a little dry dust, wet, back into the dry, and then fry.
Then fry.
Well, the first thing I wanna do here a little bit, of course, always
Pre-season.
pre-season. A little bit of pepper on there, that's good. And then also I'm gonna season up our dry mix too. A little salt, we're building layers of flavor. A little bit of cayenne pepper in my dry mix. This is gonna give it just a little bit of heat. I like
Okay.
to put a little parsley in mine too. This is gonna give it some good color.
Chef, are you gonna fry that with the skin on it?
I am gonna fry it with the skin on. You know, mullet's kind of a little bit of an oily fish, so the skin is gonna help keep the meat all together and stay on here throughout the frying process. There is quite a bit of bones in here, and typically when you get fried mullet, it will be served on the bone. So go in the dry, shake it off a little bit.
For me, those bones, that's part of the thrill.
Actually, yep,
It adds a little bit of danger element to it, and it's part of the thrill of eating fish.
absolutely. I mean, you should assume that any fish you're gonna get on a plate will have some kind
Yeah.
of bone in there. So dry, wet, dry. He's ready to go into the fryer.
He's ready to make that sweet, sweet sound.
Here he goes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We also have this nice mullet bone that we're going to use for a little garnish. So I'm going to set that over there for you. And let's start on our green bean salad. Nice Florida green beans, or what we call snap beans sometimes. You know that Florida leads the nation in green bean production. So everybody should really take advantage of it and incorporate green beans into their menu. So we're gonna add our green beans to our bowl. These are gonna go right in. And this is a very simple recipe. We've just got some slivered red onions here that we're gonna add.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna put those in. It's gonna add good color and texture. Along with our bell peppers that were grown here in Florida, I got a little yellow and a little red. So these are gonna go in. I'm gonna add a little parsley to this also. I'm gonna add my nice olive oil. So I've rolled my lemons a little bit, break up the segments. I'm gonna add a little acid in the form of lemon juice here. This is gonna give it a nice tang.
Mullet's looking good, Chef.
Okay, now that I got all my ingredients in here, I'm just gonna give this a toss so it gets nice and coated. All right, we can pull this up and let this bad boy drain a little bit.
Get up there a little bit.
Yeah,
Now we're talking.
looking good. All right, so let's get our mullet bones in there.
Okay.
Just a little bit of, a little pat on each side, a little coating. Now usually we try to use a wet hand, dry hand, which means one hand in the wet, one hand in the dry, because you're breading your fingers.
So basically, don't do what I just did.
Probably don't even have to go in the wet. Just throw that bad boy right in the fryer. Just really garnish, basically. Ha! All right, let's see that. See those bones, how they going. I think those are good. Let's get them on the drain towel there. Beautiful.
See how I got that tail going up?
Yeah.
That's all presentation.
I like that. What you're
That
doing
tail goes
there.
up like that?
That's looking good.
Just plate up.
Okay, we're gonna use the mullet bones here as a little bit of garnish. Our green bean salad's gonna go down, right like so. And then we're just gonna take our nice mullet fillet right on top. And there we have it. What do you think?
I tell you what, man. Good job. I've never seen a mullet look so pretty. I mean, this thing absolutely looks delicious. You ready to eat some?
Yeah, let's do it. For this full recipe and many more like it, go to howtodoflorida.com.
Coming up next on How to Do Florida, Chad and Captain Mark are on the hunt for reds.
Just right at 12 o'clock. Slightly right. That's why we fish here, buddy.
Hey, we're on the Mosquito Lagoon and we're gonna show you how to catch a redfish.
Today, we're on the Mosquito Lagoon, one of the most pristine shallow water fisheries in Florida, and we're after one of its most popular residents, the redfish.
Hey, from redfish to launch pads, Mosquito Lagoon has got it all. To my left, Kennedy Space Center. All around me, probably one of the most diverse and absolutely gorgeous ecosystems Florida has to offer.
The Mosquito Lagoon is located on Florida's central east coast, near the small town of Titusville, which is only an hour's drive from Orlando and Daytona Beach.
Does this boat go faster than this?
Yeah. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Captain Mark Wright has fished the Indian River Lagoon system and the adjacent Mosquito Lagoon for over 40 years.
It's rough, but somebody must do it. We'll talk later. How about you land that first fish?
Yeah.
Well done, Chad.
Nice little trout
Little
there.
trout.
Yeah.
These 25,000 acres of crystal clear water are loaded with redfish,
Good job.
and they're also loaded with speckled trout.
Look at that, man. Gorgeous Mosquito Lagoon trout right here, baby. That's what it's
Well done, well done. Check out the canines up top.
Look at that, boy. One important thing before you handle a sea trout like this is to get your hands wet before you grab the fish. They've got a protective slime on them that prevents that slime from coming off.
Outstanding.
And we're gonna put this fish back in the water. Let him get a little bit bigger. There you go, buddy.
Didn't take long, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that was fun, but we're really looking for redfish. Just then, Captain Mark spotted a school of fast-moving redfish. I have to admit, my adrenaline was pumping as they rapidly approached the boat. This was it. This is what we came here for.
Ooh. See how much water they're displacing, boy? That's a wad of fish coming right at us. What the heck? I can't believe I did that. Oh, look, they're all around us right here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Sometimes the anticipation of fish coming at you is just too much to bear. And you just black out. Next thing you know, the fish are gone. That's pretty much what just happened.
That's okay. I'm pretty sure there'll be more.
After my missed opportunity with that early morning school of redfish, our day continued to spiral downward with a surprise fog bank that rolled in on us.
What is your excuse for this weather?
The forecasters got it wrong, didn't
Got
they?
it wrong?
With the fog smacking us in the face, we decided to take a break and grab a sandwich.
You got mustard and bread on your face now.
What?
Yeah. Good job. You got it. There you go.
Good sandwich.
With the sun shining on us again, it was time to get back out in skinny water and continue our hunt for reds. A common tactic for catching redfish is sight fishing, which is a process of finding the fish with your eyes and then slowly moving the boat into casting position.
So you think they're in here?
I think they're on this dark bottom right now.
Yeah.
The two things to focus on that will always lead you to finding some fish are the sand holes like we're doing today or the
Yeah.
bait pods.
It's a game of hide and seek. They're hiding, and we're seeking.
Yeah. And when they get up on and begin moving, like those fish were on the move first thing this morning.
Yeah.
We had that one group come by us pretty quickly.
Don't keep reminding me of that moment in the morning.
It's in the past. Let it go, Chad. We have just tons of fish ahead of us. I'm on, guys.
You on?
Fish on. Do I not have a fun job?
Oh, man, look at that.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That is a Mosquito
Yeah.
Lagoon redfish right here.
How many spots you got there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 spots. Let's talk about the features of this redfish.
Okay, first off, where I've got the boga hook here.
Yeah.
See how his mouth is underslung? See the crushers in there? Those bony things right ahead of his throat, top and bottom. Get the shrimp or a crab or a small clam.
Yeah.
Snails. Crush that shell.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, Chad.
Ooh, yeah.
Isn't that music?
Oh, that is sweet, sweet music. Oh, good job, sir.
That's why we fish here, buddy.
We're both hooked up with redfish, and now we're bringing them in. This is the fun part right here, buddy.
It does not get old, I promise you.
Oh, Captain, he's a fatty.
Yep.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. A Mosquito Lagoon redfish right here. It just never
You
gets
beat
old.
me. That's not fair. Yours is bigger.
Mine is bigger. Look at that, man.
Yeah, well, I know how to treat the guest. Left and right, real gently.
Just kind of.
And then they'll let you know when they're ready to go.
He starts to.
When they start that kicking.
All right, there he goes.
Excellent job.
Okay, so here's some things we learned about catching redfish. Get out early. Good things happen on the water early in the morning. Use artificial bait in the morning and switch to live as the day wears on. Fish areas with a good mix of sandy and grassy bottom. This is called salt and pepper. Be persistent. Don't give up. Remember the fish are out there. Remember you're fishing with your eyes first. So polarized glasses are a must. Use light tackle. A medium action spinning outfit with 10 to 12 pound test line is all you need. Spending the day on the Mosquito Lagoon really makes you appreciate how blessed we are to have such an amazing natural resource. It's beautiful, pristine, and full of one of the greatest gamers this state has to offer, the redfish.
For more information on how to catch redfish, go to our website, howtodoflorida.com.
You're watching How to Do Florida, and we'll be right back.
We've covered a lot of ground on the show today. With over 58,000 square miles in the state of Florida, it's no wonder there's so much waiting to be discovered. Well, that's our show. I hope you've learned something today, but more importantly, I hope you feel encouraged to get out and do Florida.
For more info on this episode, go to howtodoflorida.com, where you'll find bonus how-to videos and all of Chef Justin's yummy recipes. And be sure to check out our Do Florida page, which is our giant list of events and activities all over the Sunshine State. Yeah, you should check it out.
Lost our chase boat, probably never to be seen again. 2 crew members gone. Sorry. I'm a school guy. I like the adrenaline of the school. Man, at one point they were underneath the boat and going everywhere. I'm like, where do I cast? I cast here.
Here we go.
This isn't for speed.
No.
This is for poke.
Yep. Hey man, what's going on up here? You're getting a little too close to shore.
No texting and driving?
No texting and driving.
Yeah, right there. Oh, yeah, perfect. Yes.